Why so serious?
Aloha guys, it's Shaco here. Welcome to this guide about how to start playing Shaco. I mean, if you have no experience with Shaco and you really want to understand the champion and start playing it, this is probably the guide for you. I do this guide because I've seen tons of videos about combos and runes and masteries and videos with good plays of Shaco, but if you never play Shaco, it's actually pretty hard to start playing it. So I really hope this guide will help you, will bring some light to you so you can understand a little bit more how Shaco works and how to success in it. So let's start. Shaco is an assassin. You're going to play an assassin. There are assassins like Rengar, like Kha'Zix, like Fifth that deal a lot more damage than Shaco. So what can Shaco provide that others can't? When you play Shaco, you are going to play a mental champ. Shaco is a champion designed to control the whole map. When you play this guy, you want to understand that all the map is yours, both your jungle and enemy jungle. You will find yourself living more in enemy jungle rather than your own jungle. It's a champion provided and designed to deny enemy players, to counter jungle, to steal enemy buffs, to control the objectives. Overall, you're going to be the boss of the board. You won't have much damage, you won't have much CC, you won't have much farming power, but you will control all the boards. It's like, how the hell I'm going to control all the map if I don't really have a lot of damage at the beginning? Well, that's what I want to explain here. Okay, let's give it a look to runes, let's give a look to abilities, and then we just jump into a game where I will try to explain how to do things and how I do it and why I do them. The key of Shaco is that he's an unexpected champion. He's really unexpected. There are champions, for example, Hecarim, champions like Hecarim, champions like Lee Sin, they are very strong, but you more or less can prevent it coming if you are properly. However, it's very hard to track Shaco. If you don't show up, you will be hidden 90% of the time of the game. When you play Shaco, enemies won't know where you are, and they will panic because of it. So you will play in a very aggressive way, and you want enemies be afraid of leaving base, because otherwise they will be killed by you. That's amazing and that's super fun to play. So let's start playing. Let's start by showing you a little bit of his abilities so you can understand better how it works. Check it backstab, it's a little bit strange, it's not a common passive. In fact, the animation is not correct yet because it got changed more or less recently, but overall the summary is that if you strike from behind an enemy, you will deal bonus damage. It has a cooldown, I think it's a couple of seconds of cooldowns, but it will be a granted crit from behind, so overall you will deal more damage if you strike him from behind. Since enemies won't see you coming, it's a nice tool to exploit. You deceive is probably the best signature of Shaco, you know, it's a jump, it was longer before, but it's a jump that turns you, it's like a flash that turns you invisible, and it won't do bonus damage anymore, but it will make you appear from nowhere, so enemies will be like, ah, where did this Shaco come from? W is a typical trap, invisible trap, with the point that it fears the enemy. When enemies approach the boxes, it will fear them. It also have other uses because you can clear with them, you can climb jumper with them, you can block skill shot with it. It has so many uses that we will talk lately. But overall, it's a pretty good ability. It helps you farming, it helps you zoning, it helps you team fighting, it helps you trapping. It's a one-point wonder ability for Shaco. The E is also a signature ability for Shaco. It's like the throwing knife that it has, for me, recently buffed. Some people say it's a buff, some people say it's a nerf. It's just a debate, but overall it throws a shift to an enemy. It's just a straightforward ability. You target an enemy and you throw a shift to it, and it will deal more damage the less HP he has. So to finish enemies, it's extremely amazing, you know? You combo someone, he's about to live with this HP and he flashes away and whoop, you throw a knife and you kill him. It's just a finishing tool, yet it also has some other uses that we'll also talk about later. And the other signature ability of Shaco, it's Hallucinate. Hallucinate basically makes a double of yourself. Of course, you see the clone in the other color, so enemies won't know which is the real one. It has so many uses. It helps for busting, it helps for speed pushing, it helps to dodge abilities. It has so many uses that I will show you later. It's true that it explodes and deals damage and also make 3 little boxes appear, but they're not really reliable. It's more used for the clone alive itself. Okay, as for the runes. Now, the runes is something that they think they are pretty personal. I mean, everyone has his own way to use runes. But well, I'm going to say you my personal choice for Shaco runes. Also, you can change them if you feel that you will find yourself more comfortable with other runes. It's fine. I currently play Shaco with 2 attack speed kints because they help me clearing jungle faster. Shaco's a bad clear overall. At least until he has time at minutes 5, minute 6 more or less. If you do good, it's very hard to clear camps Shaco early on. So these 2 attack speed kins will help you. A cooldown reduction kin along with blue kins of cooldown reduction will give you a total of 10% cooldown reduction, which gives you more jams, more backstabs, overall good utility. 80 runes for more scaling and clearing speed, and here I guess it's where I'm slightly different to others. Instead of armor yellows, I like to have helper level runes. It gives me better mid game, it gives me better late game. The armor, since you can tank jungle camps with boxes, I don't feel I need them anyway. But if you want to play with armor yellows, just take them, it's fine. As for Masteries, here's my personal choice. Again, some people will hate me for these, and some people will love me for these, but everyone has his own preference. The key thing is that you have to have this key mastery, which is Standard Lost Decree. It gives you a nice adding for your burst, especially if you invade early on and you want to duel someone like Elias or Olaf or someone that is more or less easy to kill. You need this to have this damage peak that will give you a fast first blood. And you need to kill them fast because otherwise enemy mid laner will come to help your enemy and you will die. So you need this, and the other ones are pretty straightforward. I like this because it gives me good mobility to move around the map, gives this to have more damage, because you're going to be you will be so isolated when assassinating as Shaco. You want to spot isolated targets, you won't be much team fighting. This is the most controversial pick. I like to pick this because I tend to give my blue buff to mid laner, so this lets me keep up in mana even when not having blue or jungle item. If you want to have more damage or you think you need this, just take this, it's fine. This for more damage, this for more damage, this for more damage, this for clearing speed, this for more burst, this for more burst, and this for more burst. Overall, pretty straightforward damage rune page, mastery page, sorry, nothing fancy. At last, we're going to play Shaco in a lethality way. I guess this is going to be first. We're going to play lethality Shaco, which is pretty strong now. But again, we're doing this in patch 7.14. This may change. I don't stick to this item page. Maybe if you watch this video like 6 months after it was posted, maybe the things have changed. So try to look for a guide. I have a guide on Mobile Fire if you want to check it out, because I will keep it updated. It's up to you. At the moment, these work wonders. Just time it to clear faster. This for burst, this for burst, this for burst, and this gives you utility. And for boots, you can choose between Berserker Graves or Mobility boots. Pretty standard start forward assassin build. Nothing strange to talk about. This is pretty standard. Well, let's move into a game. As for banning, I just recommend you to ban something that it's annoying for you. For example, Listen, this is very annoying for you. When you master Shaco, you will be able to outplay Listens, but until you master it, sorry, I would recommend you to ban Listen or something that is fancy. Lucky in Shaco. Have a mouth a magic trick. You are dead, baby. You're dead. I bet they are tilting already because they saw Shaco. Shaco, it's a champion that a lot of people hate. It's a champion that you don't see much on solo queue, but a lot of people hate it when they see it. It's high. There are high chances that they are slightly tilted already. Okay, let's start. Going to lower these. So there are many starting routes for Shaco, but I'm going to show you what I think is the most common. What the fuck? The most common start for Shaco. Shaco probably has the fastest first clear, the first camp at least, of all game. The bad thing that it's so predictable, so people may invade you. So just ask for cover. And that's the key. At the second 40, you have to place the first box to the first camp you do. It's usually going to be the bottom one, either red in blue side or blue in red side. But overall, you have to place the first box at second 40. And from that point, every time you can place a box, just place it down. It will let you clear these in seconds. I mean, whoa. You will see now. Usually, he can clear alone. People will ask you if you need a pull. You can say no, you can say yes, up to you. Shaco doesn't actually need it. It's one of the few champions that don't need a pull. You see, you place that in a square so they don't push away between them, and then just try to place behind the clear. That's it. 7 seconds and you're done. And full HP. I didn't even need a potion. So more or less that's it, the modus operandi. You place a box, you let the box tank the camp, and every time you can, you backstab the camp. That's it. Boop. Boop. You keep moving behind, you see. That's it. I like to pick the shiv at level 2 because it gives more damage. Q used to give damage, but it doesn't anymore, so it's fine to start. With E. Again, I pop a potion now. I just keep doing it again and again. Just keep moving to the backside. Oh, I failed there. I failed there. And if you watch, I still have my smite, so I can just jump over here. You pop my other potion, and let's see if Maokai is here. He's not here. Nice. We can start doing this. There might be times where you find enemy junglers doing this. If you do good, you should be able to kill him anyway. That's it. That's a good start. You see. Look at this guy. I get you back, and then you come. It's important, Shaco, that you keep on the pressure. Don't be afraid of being on enemy jungle. You see? That's what I want. Now Maokai is afraid to fight. That's what I wanted. I can gank freely. Just pop your knight, and that's the kill. That's what I meant. The good thing of Shaco is that he pops in with Q, and since he pops it with Q, enemies don't expect you. And since they don't expect you, they may use abilities that they would normally use to escape. For example, that Katarina used the jump to farm and to zone, and I had free time to kill her. Keep under pressure. Just keep invading, keep farming. Oh, that's not good. You can jump from very, very, very thick walls. And let's see if I can show you. Let's see if I can show you. I shouldn't be here, but I want to show you something. This guy has no flash. It wasn't a secure kill, but you see you can jump from here to here. It's a huge jump you can do. So even when we didn't get a kill... Whoops. The guy wants avenging, huh? Smith. Was my bad actually. We can get the timer now. I should have probably gone to turret. An ally has been slain. For example, that's a good game to play with, because if you see it, every single of enemy team is bad. Oh, I've got a kill. They're ahead. So I have to zone. I have the only kill of the match of my team. I have to win and to zone them only by myself. I can show you this game. That's a good way to start playing Shaco and to show you how Shaco is played. Oh, I just got a timeout because of the kill and good farming, more or less. I clear super fast now. By the way, this is Diamond Elo. It's Metal Plat Diamond Elo, so don't expect enemies to be that good. But again, they just did dragons, so they are probably going base. I have free time to invade and to steal things. In the case they coming, it's fine, I have my cute escape. Don't be afraid of invading. Don't be afraid. This here, this here. It's like you punish them for ganking or for doing Drake. That's it. That's it. That's it. Ah, look, you see. Again. Are you here? Yes, here. She don't see me? Okay, that's another kill for me. That's amazing point. That's fucking amazing. I fucking love this guy. You see? By the way, I tend to take 3 points on Q, because the more points you have, the more time you can be invisible. So it's usually smart to take at least 2 or 3 points of Q to be able to position yourself better. Oh, that's not cool. That's not cool. I'm going to take these. I'm going to take these. So I have 2 kills, which is the 100% of all the kills of the match. My Vayne is already 0-4, 0-1 from Nami. Oh my god, this is lost, feed your team. That's what we normally say, but if you have the mentality, you will never raise, man. Look at this. That's it. Again. I have red, so we can chase forever. Knife in the mouth. Katarina coming. 4 kills already. I'm raising. Again, he don't expect me. You see what I did there? I just faked that I was leaving. I faked that I was leaving. Like, I'm leaving, help, Katarina's coming. And then to jump, but jump backwards. Katarina thought Vayne was alone, so she threw everything at her. That was a mistake. And I had free time to kill her. That's what Shaco does. My team isn't especially good, eh? I will carry! This also works as a how to win when all your team is behind. What? I think I misclicked the minion there. Whatever. We save the turret. So all fine. Since I am ahead, you see, I'm pretty ahead now, so I should try to secure the first blood of turret. It's very hard because all 3 lanes got lost, but no. Again, I think I'm leaving. I just stay away of the side, and when I can, oops. Again, use the boxes to zone. That's it. You can place a box in the foot in the middle of the fight, so after you fight for a couple of seconds, the box will proc, and you will have some extra time to flee. 6 kills already and raising. We got this. We got this. I'm going to change my trinket just in case I have to reveal. And keep on. Well, our mid laner got a kill, which is pretty good. This is an example. They haven't destroyed only they have destroyed only a turret. While they are super ahead. Every single of lane is ahead. But I'm being able to zone them by myself. Disable ignite, the smite, sorry. That's infernal. That's how Shaco works. You are ahead, it's easy to become ahead of Shaco, and people don't expect you at all. I fucking love it. Now, the good thing of being ahead, it's 9 kills in 40 minutes, which is pretty good, is that they need at least two of them to stop me. So I will try to split push to put as much pressure as they want, so I give some fresh air to my team to recover and to farm, you know? That's a good example. You see, they don't expect engage. We are OP, guys. I will show you the burst. Look, 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 look. You will see, you will see, you will see, you will see. Woo! That's it. Killing spree! Not even close, baby. Okay, I think we can sell this now. And we got a Yomu. We're pretty fed now. Now, if at least, usually if at least one lane, mid lane, it's either mid lane, top lane, or bot lane, wins the game, wins the lane, I mean, he's more or less ahead, this game would be over already. But since every single of my lanes got lost, mid, top, and bot lost, it's slightly harder to carry as Shaco. It's still possible and easy, but again, don't be afraid of invading. Once you have Dust Blade, which is amazing, you reveal words, so you will know if the enemies see you. Another reason of why you shouldn't be afraid to engage. Hello? That's what I meant. Look at this. You just can't do nothing. You just kill someone, and you cure everywhere, somewhere else. Boom! They don't expect you, they die. Boom! They didn't expect you, they die. And that's just keep jumping away here and there. I am just destroying your minds, guys. 15 kills. Whoops. I should get Herald. Maybe I can do it, eh? They thinking I'm doing Herald, but I'm not. Come on, Ignite. Ah, freaking cut. This guy's pretty janky. That's a problem. If everyone else dies, if you die, everyone else dies. Oh, fuck with the surrender. Look, even if we lose, you can see how powerful Shaco is. I mean, look at how good enemy team is and how bad my team is, and still I'm being able to hold by myself and kill them by myself. I shouldn't have done that. Well, the good thing, the more the game lasts, the more chances your team will be able to recover to come back. So the goal difference will be lower. This is far from lost. Maybe it's... I'm going to change this to this. I'm going to buy a ping word. poor guy. Yasuo is going, and Susan's probably base. So now that our team give us some fresh air, we have to use it. We have to use this advantage. Why? I will never surrender. Your team will try to surrender again and again, over and over, like, please surrender, we lost this, when they all are behind. But you must be the, not also the physical force, but also the moral force, the motivation force. It's like, no man, we're going to win this shit. We're going to win this. Oops. Drakes are also a good way to motivate your teams. That's it. OP, OP, OP. Also, you have Warden Angel. It's a good way to discourage enemies to attack you. Overall, if you say you go in and people don't follow, they are so tilted. Come on, team. No surrender! Good. Katarina is alive, so we should be careful still, but... You see, the longer the game lasts, the stronger my allies are. Well, overall, you saw what I wanted to say there. Well, even when I lost, you could more or less see how. Thank you for the honor. You could more or less see how Shaco works and how strong he can be. Of course, if you if you have a game where every single of your teammates goes negative, you won't win all games. But it's pretty strong. You managed to see how really strong Shaco is. Well guys, I really hope this guide helped you out, this game helped you out to understand how to play Shaco, how to properly play Shaco, how to build, how to aggression, how to gank, and overall, how to success as the Mad Jester that, while it seems to be a hard champion to play, it's incredibly super duper fun to play. So, welcome to Shaco Mania, welcome to the Mad Jester craziness. I really hope you enjoy playing this guy more. If you have any doubt, you know, I am here and you can mail me or you can send me messages, whatever you want, whatever you need. Have a good day, guys. You are so fucking sexy.